4 ways God introduces you to your soulmate without you even realizing it. Have you ever wondered if you've already met your soulmate but missed it? The truth is, when God introduces the person He's ordained for your life, it doesn't always come with a sign or a feeling. It often looks ordinary, but is divinely aligned. If you've been praying, waiting, or even doubting if love will ever find you, this message is for you, because your soulmate may already be in motion. The question is, will you recognize what God is revealing? In this video, I will reveal 4 powerful ways God introduces you to your soulmate without you even realizing it. And by the end, you'll have the clarity, peace, and confirmation you've been praying for. Number 1, God prepares you before the person arrives. Before God brings you into a relationship, He brings you into a season of refinement. Because to God, love isn't just about connection. It's about covenant. It's not just about butterflies and late-night conversations. It's about assignment, purpose, and destiny. A soulmate, in God's eyes, is more than someone who makes you feel good. They are someone who will walk with you in your purpose, fight beside you in your battles, and build with you for His kingdom. Before this can happen, your heart must be prepared. Think of your heart as soil. God, the master gardener, has to till the ground, removing the rocks of past hurts, the weeds of disappointment, and the roots of betrayal. This work is necessary so that when the seed of a divine connection is planted, it has fertile ground to grow in. This season of preparation can often feel like a delay, but it's not a denial. It is divine alignment. God is protecting your future relationship from the baggage of your unhealed past. He doesn't want you to carry brokenness into a covenant of wholeness. Look at the very first love story in the Bible. Before God created Eve, He first gave Adam his identity, his purpose, and a fulfilling relationship with Him in the garden. Adam was whole, not lacking. Eve was brought to him to be a complement to his completeness, not to fill a void. When we skip this crucial preparation and rush into relationships out of loneliness, we often settle for less than God's best, inviting pain instead of peace. So, if you are in a season of waiting, embrace it as God's mercy. He is healing you, shaping your character, strengthening your faith, and preparing you emotionally and spiritually for the person He has prepared for you. Waiting is never wasted when it's God's timing. Number 2, your paths cross in unexpected ways. When God introduces you to your soulmate, it will be according to His divine purpose, not your plans or preferences. What might look like a random coincidence, a stroke of luck, or a chance encounter is, in reality, divine providence. It's God's divine choreography, where He orchestrates every step, every turn, and every meeting. The Bible gives us a powerful example of this in the book of Ruth. In Ruth chapter 2, verse 3, it says she happened to come to the part of the field belonging to Boaz. It wasn't luck. Her obedience to her mother-in-law and her commitment to serve put her in motion. She wasn't sitting around passively waiting for a husband. She was active in her purpose, and God aligned her steps with her destiny. Psalm 37-23 says, "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord." This means that when you are in motion, when you are actively serving in your church, growing in your career, healing from your past, and pursuing your God-given calling, you are positioning yourself for a divine intersection. That unexpected job transfer, that new ministry you felt led to join, or even that move to a new city that didn't make sense at the time, might be the very way God is positioning you to cross paths with your future spouse. His ways are not our ways. Isaiah 55 reminds us that His thoughts and plans are higher than ours. You don't have to strive or chase after God's plan. When the time is right, and you are living in faithful obedience, God will make your paths cross in the most ordinary moments, revealing His extraordinary plan. Divine introductions happen in the midst of faithful, everyday living. Number 3, your soulmate strengthens your faith. A relationship ordained by God is not just about emotional connection. It's about spiritual elevation. A true, God-sent soulmate will always, without exception, draw you closer to Jesus, not pull you away from him. Their presence in your life will act as a catalyst for your spiritual growth, inspiring you to pray more, seek God more, and live more righteously. We see this principle in Genesis 24, when Abraham's servant prayed for a wife for Isaac. Rebekah appeared as a direct answer to that prayer, and her character reflected it. She was kind, generous, and humble, a woman of godly character. The connection was based on answered prayer and spiritual alignment, not just physical attraction or worldly compatibility. This is why you need a partner who can pray with you and for you, someone who will stand with you in spiritual battles and champion your God-given calling. A person sent from God will never ask you to compromise your convictions or water down your faith. In fact, 2 Corinthians 6:14 warns us not to be unequally yoked with unbelievers. This isn't just about belief systems. It's about being unified in spirit and purpose. Think of Priscilla and Aquila in the New Testament. They weren't just a married couple. They were kingdom partners, co-laboring for the gospel. That is the model for a divine partnership. When God brings someone into your life, the connection will be marked by his peace, not by confusion, anxiety, or spiritual dryness. Ask yourself these critical questions about your relationship. Does this person lead me to prayer or to pressure? Does this connection stir my spirit or does it silence it? Does it inspire me toward righteousness or toward compromise? As Proverbs 27:17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." A godly soulmate will sharpen your faith, challenge you to grow, and build you up. The relationship may not be perfect or easy, but it will always be purposeful and spiritually edifying. Number 4, God confirms your connection through spiritual authority. A divine relationship will rarely exist in isolation. God often uses godly counsel and spiritual mentors to confirm what he is doing in your life. The Bible consistently emphasizes the wisdom in seeking counsel. Proverbs 11:14 says, "Where there is no guidance, a people falls, but in an abundance of counselors there is safety." From the Old Testament to the New, we see this principle in action. Rebekah's family blessed her union with Isaac. Boaz sought the approval of the city elders before marrying Ruth. God uses mature believers, pastors, and spiritual leaders who know you and love you to provide confirmation for what your spirit is sensing. This isn't about getting permission from every person in your life. It's about humbly submitting your relationship to the discernment of those who have spiritual authority and your best interest at heart. They have a perspective you might lack because they are not clouded by emotion. True spiritual discernment from godly leaders cannot be counterfeited by the enemy. Proverbs 15:22 says, "Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisers they succeed." If the spiritual leaders in your life, those who have guided you and prayed for you, feel a sense of peace and affirmation about your relationship, it is often God's green light. Conversely, if they express caution or concern, it is often God's protection. If you find yourself having to hide your relationship from your spiritual family, it is a major warning sign. A connection ordained by God will be supported, celebrated, and affirmed by the community of faith that spiritually oversees your life. I know many of you watching this may feel discouraged. Perhaps you've been waiting for a long time, your prayers feel unanswered, or you're healing from the pain of past relationships. I want to encourage you today. God has not forgotten you. He is not withholding his love from you. He is refining you, preparing you, and positioning you for a connection so sacred, so purposeful, that it will be worth every moment of the wait. You do not have to settle out of fear, compromise your values out of loneliness, or strive out of panic. Your soulmate will meet you in your purpose, not in your panic. This relationship will come through alignment, obedience, and faith, not through striving or manipulation. And when God finally orchestrates your connection, it will feel peaceful, right, and unquestionably from him. The love story God is writing for you will bring him glory. If you are still waiting on God, I want you to declare your faith in the comments right now by typing, "Lord, I trust your timing." And if you have already been united with your soulmate, give God the glory by commenting, "Thank you, Lord, for divine alignment." Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this message with someone who needs to hear it. May the Lord strengthen your heart, give you peace in your waiting, and prepare you for the beautiful chapter he has just ahead. Your best is yet to come. See you in the next one.